Alright, so first we're going to be taking off the door panel. First you start with this topsail piece. You start by pulling it towards you and then pulling up. It'll pop out. It's got some tabs right there. Next we're going to remove this Phillips head screw right there. It's a size 2, so make sure you have a size 2 so you don't strip it. Then what we're going to do, we're going to take this from the top here and just pull up. I don't like to use a screwdriver because it can break. The little is vinyl right here. Not break, but you know, make it not look nice. Just work these out. There's a little clip here, and you pull that down and then it'll come out right there. Next, what you're gonna do, you're gonna remove this door handle, and that's a lot of people use screwdrivers, but that can really mess up your plastic, so I like to pull the handle out and just pop this off. And then there's an 8mm bolt right here that's holding it in place, so I'm going to just ratchet that out. Next, you just want to pop this off with a flathead screwdriver. And then it'll pop out. There's a little tab right here that you just put your screwdriver under. Make sure to not be too rough with it. And on mine, it's a Torx T15 bolt, but on yours, it may vary. It's probably going to be a Phillips head bolt. Okay. And then there's another screw right in here. You probably can't see that on the video, but if you look underneath, you'll be able to see it. Now all you have to do is lift up, and the door will come right out. And what you want to do right here with your light bulb, you twist it out. I'll have a light bulb, and then there's these little mirror controls, and you just pull the tab and then pull down, and just feed these through. Set this aside somewhere safe. Now you're going to want to remove your stock speaker. In my case, I don't have a stock speaker, so I just have 3 Phillips head screws. However, in your case, if you do have a stock speaker, then you will have 4 6mm bolts around your speaker to hold it into place. Next, we're going to remove this bolt right here to remove the door latch, and first we're going to want to remove the little handle right here, and that's done by using some needle nose pliers on this yellow piece right here and just pulling up and it'll come out. Then you can pull this up and it'll just come out and it'll be nice and flimsy. So this is ready for you to take off. By the way, this is another 5/16 or 8mm bolt. Right here, there's a little retention clip, so you pull it towards the front of the car and it'll come out, as you can see right there. Set that aside. Next, we can peel back this weather stripping. So that we can get into the innards of the door. Right here is your electrical motor for your motor connector for your little window regulator slash motor, and if you just disconnect that, just pull it out, pry this up, and then it'll come out. You just tuck that back there, doesn't matter. Next, you're going to want to remove two 11mm bolts located here and here that go onto these little holders for your window. Once you've completed that, you're going to remove two 11mm bolts located here. As you can see, I have done, you just go right there and there. And all that's left to do for the removal is to knock out these 6 rivets right here. Now we're going to knock out the rivets, and by doing this we can remove the motor for the window assembly. But how we're going to do this is make a small indentation so that we can get a pilot hole in there, and so that the drill bit won't slip around as much. And we'll basically just drill these out. So I'm just going to make a couple indentations with a chisel. Now we're going to be drilling out the rivets. I'm going to start out with a smaller pilot hole, 332 bit. On a smaller drill bit like this, you're going to want to put this all the way as close as, like as far down as you can. That way it just doesn't snap. Now I'm going to be drilling out these rivets with a bigger bit. I'm using a 1/8 inch bit. Hey guys, just a little update. While drilling out these rivets, if you get a rivet stuck on there like that, you can take a thing of pliers and just hold it and then drill, and then it'll slip right off your drill bit. When drilling this rivets out, I would recommend starting with a smaller bit. Worked up in two on my drill bit set on 2 increments, and right now I'm at 15/64ths, and I started off with 7/64ths bit and just worked up in 2 increments, and they should come out rather easily. Make sure that if you're using the small bits, you don't put too much pressure on them. You can snap a bit pretty easily, especially when drilling into metal. I'd recommend wearing some hearing protection as well. Hey guys, just another little update. If you get a rivet like this that is kind of stubborn to get out, if you take your pliers, you just kind of peel it back just enough to get a drill bit in there. You can kind of just drill that out. See, now I drill that out. And there it goes. Okay, awesome. Just wanted to show you guys that. So your 6 replacement bolts that you got should be 1/4 inch by 1/2 inch or 3/8 of an inch. I could only get 3/8 of an inch, so I just went with 3/8 instead of 1/4. So now we're gonna remove this. Okay, so now that you have removed the window motor assembly, as you saw, it's fairly easy on this car. All you have to do is fold it and compress it down and then just pull it through here. You can install your new motor / regulator combo. Okay, so now that you've got your little nuts, screws, and washers, you can just do a test fit. Now, if it can move around quite easily, like mine, I don't even have to drill anymore because it's just kind of perfect for it. but your mileage may vary. Okay, now that we have the OEM window regulator removed, we can now put in the new one, but first we have to prepare it to be installed. As you guys can probably tell, first want to orient it correctly, so how it will go in the car is this way if you're doing the driver's side, and of course the other way, just mirror it if you're doing the passenger side. So you want to go right here and install your little friends here. I'd first get some sandpaper and a nice little chisel, a flathead screwdriver, and just kind of, if you already had epoxy in there like I did, I'd get that out of there and sand it down. If not, just go right ahead to sanding it. Okay, so now that you have your two little window holders all preparated, just simply mount them onto, right now I'm just sanding this down, your window regulator. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to ready this, these little window holders for the regulator, and all you have to do is put the bolts in, the 11 mils that you took out. Now that you have prepared this, go ahead and put assembly into your door. Take this and put it over this little track right here. Try to line these two bolts up. Line these two bolts and just finger tighten them, just so that they can keep the rest of the assembly in place while you're mounting it, and it'll make it a lot easier. Next, we're going to take all of these nuts and bolts. You should have 2 washers for each screw and bolt. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take the assembly, pull it up, and align it with, align its mounting holes rather, with the ones of the car. Now that you have successfully screwed in all of your bolts, I would get some cable ties to just tie down the, there's a lot of slack in here. What I'm going to do is just cable tie it down so that it's running with the OEM wires right here. I'm just gonna...
Now this is the troubleshooting. You feel like it's chewing, like the mechanic has problems too. You want help?
Okay, so now that we have epoxied all of the window into these little window holders, we're just going to reassemble the car back to how it was. So, one thing that I forgot to mention while recording the video was that after you are done epoxying the window into the brackets, you should roll the window all the way up so that the epoxy cures with a tight seal against the glass. Unfortunately, the audio cut out in this clip, but all that is left to do at this point is to reassemble the door card and the repair is complete. I'd just like to thank you for watching. and please be sure to check out some of my other videos. I create tutorials on many other related repairs to the F-150 and expeditions. Thanks for watching, and please like the video and subscribe.